Hey guys, I'm a Dimension Jumper and today I'll be reviewing the Armoured Hardcore DLC level for Astro Bot, which was released back on the 13th of March of this year. Now this is the final DLC level for Astro Bot as a whole, and as a level, as a final like send-off type level, I think it's a really cool level, and the item or the power-up you use in this level is the metallic ball that you use, and I think it has been used in a variety of other levels in the base game. And for this level, it's a lot of it you're on a narrow pathway or part of it. I think it's part of it, and you have to try and like go over these metal spikes and avoid enemies and go through fire, that sort of stuff. And I think it has a similar sort of way in terms of how you have reset the level when it comes to other levels like the ice levels, like Let It Slide, and the other one, which I don't remember at the moment. And yeah, in the sense that whenever you fall into the water, you'll be eaten up by the piranha robot enemy, and then you have to restart the level. And I think, as a whole, I do enjoy it. I think it's one of those levels that's quite fun, and you have to really think on your feet on how you might want to try and avoid enemies and try and go over the different platforms and stuff like that. And yeah, I think it's a really fun level. I think as a send off, I think as like a final level or a final DLC level, it's quite challenging and it's quite fun. So yeah. Hi, yeah, this is future me recording this bit because when this video was recorded, this was before we got the next batch of DLC levels for Astro Bot. So yeah, this is kind of out of date now when I said this. So yeah. And now it's time for some gameplay. So for Armoured Hardcore, this can be quite a challenge, I would say, to try and get across, because this level is all about timing, as well as trying to get from one start or one part of the level to the next, especially when it comes to the beginning, because you've got all these like spiked platforms, and they can be quite narrow, I would say, or quite challenging, because you're just in a metallic ball and you can't really do anything until you get to the end. And it's all about timing, especially when it comes to like the bouncy platforms as well, because they require a lot of force, and just jumping on them like this, they really don't do a lot. So you really have to be in your metallic ball form to try and get to the end of the level, or try and get across to like part of the level. So yeah, I would say try and time all of your jumps, as well as all the times you're going to become a metallic ball, because a lot of the timing will require you to know when a particular platform is going to be, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a very fun level, but this is one of those levels that will require practice every so often to try and get from one part of the level to the next. So yeah, I would say that's it when it comes to like a lot of these levels, especially this one. Just timing. So yeah. So that's been it for the gameplay. Now to go back to the review. So overall, I would say that the Armoured Hardcore DLC level is fun. As I said before, it's quite challenging because of a lot of the levels has parts of it that has narrow areas that you have to try and go across, and you've got like the whole, and I think at the start you've got like a part of the level where there's sand blocks and they will fall down if you stay on them for long enough. And yeah, I think as a final level in the DLC levels for Astro Bot as a whole, it's a fun level. I think it's quite enjoyable, and it's just a whole lot of fun. So yeah. So that's been my review for the Armoured Hardcore DLC level for Astro Bot. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.